Hello, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm Casey Stanley.
And today on HHS In Depth, Colby Schaup talks to our new dean, Mr. Zwers.
Bailey Hauser talks to a few soccer players about the big game tomorrow.
And Drake White tells us about a contest to design the radio station's new logo.
All of that and more on today's edition of HHS In Depth for Friday, August 30th.
The legend of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning.
Reporter Colby Schaup recently sat down with Homestead's new dean, Mr. Zwers, to get to know who he is a little better.
I'm here with Mr. Zwers, the new dean of students here at Homestead. And Mr. Zwers, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you've come from in education, what your background is?
Well, a little bit about myself. I spent the last 12 years teaching at Canterbury High School, and I was also a dean there for the last 6 years. And I've taught at all three levels: elementary, middle, and high school here. Canterbury, it seemed like high school kids were the best level that I enjoyed, so that's where I've been the last 12 years. I have 3 kids in Southwest, so it's one of the perks of this job is being able to be a dean where my kids go, or eventually will go when they get old enough.
A lot of students at Homestead aren't sure what the dean of students probably does. Could you tell us a little bit about what your job description is, what you do?
What does a dean do? What I'm going to do for at Homestead, and is a lot of what I'm going to do is discipline. And I think when kids hear, oh well, the discipline office or the dean, that's all you're going to do, take away a cell phone, ding us for dress codes and stuff like that. That's a little bit of part of my job, but also a lot of it is safety. A lot of the stuff is behind the scenes, I guess, when we work with law enforcement and fire codes. We're planning just crisis plans and different things like that, making sure that the building's safe, making sure people that come in the building, we know them, that they're going to make it safe for the kids, and so just monitoring all that kind of stuff. And so a lot of it is behind the scenes, making it safe for the kids, and a big part of what I do is just to try to support the teachers.
Thanks, Mr. Zwers. I'm Colby Schaup reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Colby. Any freshman or sophomore that is planning to run for student government must have their paperwork turned into Mrs. Wiley in room 511 by 2:30 today.
The SAT prep class will begin a new session on Wednesday, September 4th for verbal and Thursday, September 5th for math. Classes run for 5 weeks from 5:30 to 8 in the evening. Sign up for one or both sessions. Sign-up forms can be found in Student Services or with Mr. Staley in room 517.
Juniors and seniors, the following colleges will have a representative visiting Homestead. If you would like to attend one of these meetings, please sign up in Student Services and get your pass as soon as possible. The following are the dates and schools who will be here. Friday, September 6th, Ball State University. Tuesday, September 10th, Furman University. Wednesday, September 11th, University of the South. Monday, September 16th, Vanderbilt.
JCL Latin Club will be having its first meeting of the year. Come to the Ice Cream Social in room 607 on Tuesday, September 3rd to meet the current officers. See old friends, enjoy some ice cream, and find out what JCL is all about. The meeting will be from 2:40 to 3:30. If you need more information, stop by any Latin room.
And now here's reporter Drake White with information on a contest to design a new logo for Homestead High School's radio station.
Thanks, Casey. I'm here in Homestead's radio station studio, the .91 FM. We're hosting a contest for a new logo for WCYT. Here's our current one. We like it, but we're looking for improvements. If you have any submissions, you can submit it to wcyt.org/logo contest or talk to Mr. Schenkel in room 600B. If you're wondering where room 600B is, we have a nice sign on the doorway. It says Classroom 600B, arrow pointing to the classroom, and there's the cafeteria. Anybody in the building is eligible to enter, from teachers to students. If you want any information, you can go to the website again, www.wcyt.org/logo contest. Deadline is at the end of September. Good luck, guys. I'm Drake White, reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Drake. Key Club's first meeting will be Thursday, September 5th at 2:45 in the community room. We already have many fabulous events for volunteers, so please come ready to work.
If you missed the first speech and debate meeting, there is still time to join. Our next meeting is Wednesday, September 4th, or you can pick up information from Mr. Fisher in room 616 or Mr. Walter in room 710.
Attention new students. If you recently transferred into Homestead High School and did not attend one of our middle schools, you're one of over 100 students just like you. Get together and meet other new students in our new student groups starting next week. Join us for group discussions, activities, and pizza. For more information, see Mrs. Fitt in Student Services or ask a counselor in the cafeteria during lunch. Deadline for signing up is today.
Are you the type of person who likes to work with your hands and has an interest working with current technology? Are you interested in learning what it's like to be a mechanical, electrical, or computer engineer? Then this video is for you.
This is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl of smarts, that is. It's a life-changing competition. It's kids having fun, competing, working together to dream up, design, and build robots. They're having the hardest fun they'll ever have. And they're becoming our next generation of engineers and innovators. For inspiration and recognition of science and technology, FIRST mentors are changing kids' lives every day. Professional engineers, teachers, parents, teaming up with young people not just to build robots, but to build confidence and self-respect. FIRST was founded by one of our greatest inventors, Dean Kamen. Dean saw that kids mostly look up to sports heroes and movie stars.
So we said, if we've got a culture now that's obsessed with sports and entertainment, let's inspire these kids to be big thinkers the same way Shaquille O'Neal can inspire them to spend dozens of hours a week bouncing a ball.
Our president agrees.
Scientists and engineers ought to stand side by side with athletes and entertainers as role models. And here at the White House, we're going to lead by example. We're going to show young people how cool science can be.
250,000 kids aged 6 to 18 compete at all different levels. In 2 FIRST Lego Leagues, the FIRST Tech Challenge. Then at the high school level, the FIRST Robotics competition. Students who take part in FIRST are 50% more likely to go to college and twice as likely to major in science or engineering. There is no doubt FIRST works.
10 or 15 or 20 years from today, some kid in those stands will have cured Alzheimer's or AIDS or cancer, or built an engine that doesn't pollute. Look at these kids. They're the future.
If that video interests you, stop by room 203 next Wednesday, September 4th, for the initial FIRST Robotics team meeting. FIRST is a national program that encourages students to celebrate science and technology and is a powerful reference to have on your college application. Plan on meeting at 2:45 in Mr. Steverson's room, 203, to finalize our team's name, discuss our upcoming schedule, and get acquainted. That's room 203 at 2:45 next Wednesday.
Can you spell beautiful, embarrass, prestidigitation? If you can or just want to learn to spell better, then it's time for you to sign up for Homestead's Academic Spell Bowl team. See Coach Stumpf in room 201 to sign up, or just log into My Big Campus and join the Spell Bowl group at jstumpf_academic spell bowl.
There will be a brief boys basketball meeting on Wednesday, September 4th in room 422 at 2:45 for anyone interested in trying out for the boys basketball team who is currently not in a fall sport.
And now here's reporter Bailey Hauser with some players from the boys soccer team to preview tomorrow night's big game against Canterbury.
As 2 of the team's 3 captains, you guys have a lot of responsibility for keeping everybody in check. With this being the week of the Canterbury game, has this been a little bit more challenging?
I'd say it really hasn't been that much of a bigger issue because we kind of keep it the way that we are because it's just like another big game for us, but it is the biggest game probably out of the whole year for us, and we're just trying to keep focused and keep mentally ready for it before we go out and play against them on Saturday.
Yeah, and everyone understands their role on the team and what they need to do to get the win. So I think we'll be okay this week, and it'll be an awesome game.
Yeah.
We're really pumped.
Better come out and support us.
So Alex, we all know about the big Homestead-Canterbury rivalry. You guys also get the luxury of playing at home against them this year. So being a senior, how important is this game for you?
I'd say it's pretty important because it's the last chance that we get to play them as seniors, I guess. Like, you get another chance next year with the junior squad. But I feel like it's a bigger game because, one, it is at home this year, so we have our student section that can get out and, full force to come out and support us, everything that we need. And then also, just being a senior, we want to come out and just win it one last time when we play them. So I'd say it's pretty important.
So Nick, what would a full crowd and a full student section mean to the players? How much does this help you raise your game?
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much the student section really helps. I mean, just having all those guys supporting you and just yelling your name and stuff and getting you pumped up is pretty awesome. And what I'll be doing is before the game, the call out, like when they call it the players, whatever, I'll be throwing out a salute. So I want everyone to salute back to me, and that'll be pretty awesome. And that'll really get me pumped up and really ready to beat Canterbury. So let's do that and get the win for this weekend.
So Natu, a lot of us have noticed that there's an ongoing Twitter feud between you and some of the Canterbury players. A few years ago, social media would not have factored into this game much. So how do you think social media has impacted the hype for this particular game?
Social media has brought a lot of hype to this game. It was just me and one of my friends talking about the game on Twitter, and then other people have joined in, but it has brought a lot of hype and energy towards the game, and we're going to see a lot of people there. But personally, it's just me and one of my friends talking, and then schools have gotten involved, and it's going to be one emotional game for whoever pulls out with a victory.
Now, we all know about the football game tonight, but it seems like a lot of people are overlooking the Canterbury vs. Homestead soccer game. Since this is your last time getting to play Canterbury at home, do you have a message for the student section in order for this to be a successful game for you guys?
I'd like the student section to come out very hyped and ready to turn up. We're all wearing white, I believe, and I hope the student section is really deep because we love the support.
Thanks, Natu. For HHS In Depth, I'm Bailey Hauser. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Bailey. And now here's Alex Weaver and Mason Keebler, the two student leaders of the student section, with a message regarding this weekend's sporting events.
Hello, Homestead. This is Alex Weaver.
And I'm Mason Keebler.
And we're here to talk to you about the student section this year. We want everyone to participate this year, and we value every one of you.
To participate at full potential, students, we'd like you to join the Facebook page on Facebook. It's the Homestead Student Section, am I correct? 2013.
I would also like you to follow us on Twitter. We're HHS Student Section.
This Saturday we have a soccer game against Canterbury, our biggest rival, and it should be an amazing game. You want to show up, be loud, be rowdy, but be positive. The game's at 7. Be there or be square.
There's also a football game this Friday. We're just getting ready to get loud. It starts at 7. It's senior night. We do what we can to be loud and positive. We just want to support our team.
To understand more about the themes, you want to go on the Facebook page that we said earlier, Homestead Student Section 2013. There we'll have themes, times, who's going, who's playing, who's reading, who's saying.
Get loud.
Get rowdy.
But stay positive, Homestead.
We'll see you later.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Casey Stanley.
And I'm Matt Hamilton.
Have a great Labor Day weekend.
And today, we leave you with a song you can hear exclusively on Homestead's radio station, The Point 91 FM. You can find the radio station on your radio at 91.1 FM or online at WCYT.org. See you next week.